Hey guys, I'm going to show you my version of the zigzag queen. I recently made a zigzag queen, and so I'm going to place the queen on top. Now I have here a card with holes in it, which is going to go right here. Now I want you guys to be able to see, watch as the queen, as I zigzag the queen. Can you see this? Now I'm going to put that queen right back together. Now look, I want this to be completely fair. I'm going to take that queen, lift it up, and you can see that queen is completely solid. Okay, so I might have flashed there for a second, but that's it. So I was trying to come up with a very clean way of doing this and having it in clean. So once again, I zigzag, put the queen back together. Now I can lift the queen up like this, show it as being completely solid, and now I can hand everything out, and it looks that clean. And look, this is the actual gimmick, and look how clean my gimmick looks. So that's one of the things. When using gimmicked cards, I try to make my cards look as ordinary as possible. This is the actual gimmick. Now I went a step further with my gimmick, and I added a magnet, magnetically closing flap, thin magnet. Okay, but this is how it works. Now this gimmick is actually like I added some extra cards in between these cards, and the reason I did that is when it's closed flat, I wanted this half to be the same thickness as this half. So I added extra cards so that when it's flat, it's now the same thickness. Thus, there's no raised. You have this little crease line. Well, the crease line lays more flat. It's from a distance, it's very hard to see the crease line. Best thing I found to touch up your crease line so that it's more invisible is to use a pin, just a red like Bic pin, ballpoint pin, a red ballpoint pin, and just slightly touch in the parts that have become white, that are supposed to be red. Just touch them with a red pin. Don't use a marker. Marker bleeds and will get in areas you don't want it to. But a fine tip red pin. Do it, let it dry. Preferably if you can find one with a fine tip point, that works really great. Gives you more precise placement of your ink to hide the crease line. But self-explanatory. How it works. I scored right down the middle with a razor knife and folded it. I put everything together quickly with double stick tape. Okay. I plan on super glue. Works great when you need to have certain things stay together and not separate. As you can see, the clear tape's not doing so well. The double stick tape, I should say, is not doing so well at holding everything down over time. It wears out. So super glue is your best bet if you want it, if you're going to permanently not have to take it apart or anything like that to do repairs. But that's it. That's basically gives you an idea. The magnet just allows it to flip closed. Does make a little bit of noise, but the way that I perform it is you can show the deck like this. Now I secretly let the flap fall. Now you're going to do this, well, I like to do it in reverse. I like to go like this. Okay, so I like to already have it up. And you can conceal that by having a queen on top. You say, look, I have here a queen and a whole card. You can hand the queen out. Now you place the queen underneath your flap. Place this, and now you're good to go. Now you can do your zigzag. Okay, like so. Slide back. Now here's the cleanup method. Lift up slowly and show, look, the queen is completely solid. Now you just swipe the cards towards you, and that will cause the flap to fall. See that? You never see the flap close because it's hidden behind these cards. So they never see the flap close. It looks like all you're doing is just sliding the cards off. They see the solid queen the entire time. They never see any switching. So it really is a clean convincer that it's the same queen. So that's why I like doing it this way. You zigzag it. You grab that same queen, lift up. Okay, be careful that you don't flash like this. So grab, lift up, keeping everything squared. And now all you have to do is just like this. Okay, just a little swipe closes the flap. And now you hand these out. Now you can show, look, no other queens. Okay, so that's it, guys. That's my version of the zigzag card trick. Now another thing you could do is you could just go like this and lift the cards up and have the flap close, but sometimes the flap doesn't close. But I will try to do the flip close maneuver. Zigzag, come up, lift the cards up, and the gimmick fell off. So I don't like doing that. The flip close maneuver, flipping it closed. So I think just the clean way of ending the trick is just showing, look, and you can see the queen has now been completely restored. Okay, so you can lift up, and what I like to do, I like to lift up and say, look, you can see that queen is now completely restored, it's completely solid, and now hand the cards out. Okay, and look, there are no other queens. Okay, so that's it. That's my version of the classic zigzag card. There may be a tutorial if you really need an in-depth tutorial on how to make this, you know, and that's it. That's my version of the zigzag card and how I do the cleanup, because I do it, I perform it differently than other people. Some people like to close it with their shirt or something like this. I don't like to do that. I just like to very fairly show the back of the card like this to show that it's solid, and that's it, and the gimmick is closed. So there you go, guys. If you make one of these, it's a pretty fooling trick, and the two cards can be handed out for examination. Steal away the gimmick and all the deck can be handed out for examination. But that's it. That's my version of the zigzag card. One other gimmick I recently made, which I'll show you. First, though, let me show you. A few years ago, I bought what's called the bicycle reverse deck. This looks like your standard bicycle card, but this is what the back design looks like. Bicycle box. And if you buy a bicycle reverse deck specifically to have gaff cards, what you can do, and what's great about this is if you use two of these cards in a regular rider back card, but if you use two of these cards, you can apply this card. Now this is an actual bicycle box that has this artwork printed on it, so I didn't have to put an extra card so that the box would match my gimmick. But basically I made what's called the top of the box gimmick. That's what is, most people know it as Tool by David Stone. Okay, magnetic card box. This will allow you to do the torn and restored card, do card switches. You can steal, pick up cards, drop cards on your deck, turn 4 random cards into 4 aces. So yeah, here's the 4 aces. The gimmicked card, which I need to super glue the edges. I use double stick tape to save on time. But here's the 4 aces go underneath the gimmick. Take a couple of random cards. Okay, now if you want the box to be completely clean and examinable. Okay. What you can do is you can, instead of, I'll show you what I did to my box in a second. But here it is. These are 4 random cards. Now watch the 4 random cards. And I notice when people show the front of the box, they show it really quickly like this. So people, when they perform it, now watch as these cards, whoop. You see that? That to me looks suspicious when you show the box that quickly. There's no need to do it. As long as you keep the box moving slowly like this, they won't have time to notice the gimmick stuck to the front. So this is how I do it. I come up like this, show nothing on the front of the box, just like this, casually. There's no need to do this really quickly. Just, you know, and as long as you keep it moving, it can't be detected on video either. But that's it. That's my top of the box gimmick. Now if you use 2 of these cards, you can make any bicycle box have this classic box design. And you can also gimmick your box. So behind this card, because this is, if you look close, this is a card. Stuck behind this card are 2 magnets, here. This did do a good job at matching the original artwork printed on the box, but I wanted to have magnets permanently attached to my box. If you want the box completely examinable, what you can do is you can attach magnets to one of your jokers and keep the jokers, or an advertisement card preferably, because nobody uses advertisement cards. Take the advertisement cards with 2 magnets hidden in between 2 cards stuck together. Remove it, so we don't need the advertisement cards. Put that advertisement card in the box, and now you've gimmicked your box to make it magnetic. Okay, so now your box has been gimmicked. And when you remove that advertisement card with the magnets attached to it, the box is still completely ordinary. So if you want to do that version, that allows you to have the box completely examinable. This version, still pretty examinable when looked at close up. But yeah, there are 2 magnets behind one of these specially printed cards, which comes with a trick called the reverse bicycle deck. But that's it. That's my recent gimmick that I made. Tool. My own version of David Stone's Tool, but he wasn't the originator of the effect. A lot of people think so, but originally the trick was called top of the box. The top of the box, or top of the box gimmick. I don't know who originally came up with this idea. I just created my own. And because you get 52 of these specially printed cards, as your gimmick wears out over time, you have plenty of these cards you can use to revamp your gimmick. Apply these to any bicycle box, because a lot of bicycle boxes have stickers or advertisements printed on the front that take away, that don't match this design. It's very hard to find the classic bicycle boxes. This classic box, though, you can get for $1 off Penguin Magic. You have to spend at least $20 in order to buy a $1 card box, and you get a flat box with no cards in it. But you can buy these classic card boxes directly from Penguin Magic if you want to make one of these. But that's it. Let me go ahead, though. I need to get my gimmick back out. Oh, here it is. I got it. But that's it. That's my version of David Stone's Tool. The advantages, one other advantage of using an advertisement card that you keep inside the box with magnets, is you can make that you can make the magnet stronger and thicker on the advertisement card, which will allow you to pick up heavier items or thicker or more cards. Now there's no need. Now I wouldn't go and try to pick up a bunch of cards like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is 12 cards. I probably can pick up all 12 cards. Let's see, with the gimmick. So yes, it does kind of hold all 12 cards, but it does make the gimmick stick out and not line up correctly. So you don't want to pick up more than 5 or 6 cards with the gimmick. But yeah, that's my top of the box gimmick. And like I said, you could also do watch the vanishing card and then have the box empty at the end. But you could go watch, and or the vanishing card would look like this. Watch, the card vanishes. And then you open up the box like this. Look, it's not, but I had cards inside the box, which I forgot about. And I dropped them on the floor because I'm an idiot. But that's it, guys. I got to play 52 pickup now. But anyways, thank you so much for watching my video. And have a great day, guys. I got to head off to work. Peace.